Today is March 15th, and the Yankees have signed Anthony Rizzo. The Italian boys are back in the Bronx, so let's talk about it. Let's talk Yanks.
Oh.
Talking Yanks with old John Boy.
John Boy and Small Jake.
Recaps galore, weekly awards, stat lines, theme, and hot takes. Get your Yankees news from these two fine dudes. It's time for Talkin' Yanks. Talking Yanks with old John Boy and Jake. Talking Yanks with old John Boy and Jake.
Hello and welcome to Talkin' Yanks, presented by SeatGeek. My name is Jimmy. His name is Jake. And BBD is in the corner, battling through tooth pain. So everyone tell BBD how appreciative you are of that. Jake is wearing a matching outfit, one pattern for the shorts and the shirts. We were in the middle of some ping pong matches here in the house in Arizona. Jake had just lost to Amir Garrett.
I had just played Amir
handedly.
Garrett, and you had also just played Amir
I was in the middle of playing Amir Garrett. And then the news broke. Joe's McFly came running in. Guys, I got exciting news. I love this move. Guys, I got exciting news. I love this move. Broke the wrist. Broke the wrist.
Some of that's not true. We don't know what details are true or not at this point, except we know Anthony Rizzo is a Yankee for 2 years, $32 million.
$232.
Is there an opt-out?
That's the rumor.
BBD, do we need to go to you? Do we need to go to you less? Is your mouth okay?
I'm in an okay spot for now.
Okay. BBD's
Okay.
playing hurt.
Jake, as I was saying,
some
this
dental
episode
work.
is brought to you by SeatGeek.
Yes.
And if you want to see Rizzo play, I would get seats just foul of the right field foul pole because that's the Rizzo homer seats. I don't know how SeatGeek ranks those, but they will rate every ticket 0 to 10 to make sure you're getting a good deal. And green means good, and red means bad. Every ticket on SeatGeek is backed by their buyer guarantee, so you can shop for tickets with confidence. Don't worry, got a little hookup for you. Yanks for $20 off. Tickets at SeatGeek. $20 off your first purchase, promo code Yanks. Code Yanks for
Code
$20 off
Yanks.
Yeah. All right.
SeatGeek, we're sitting. We're geeks. SeatGeek, code Yanks. Yanks.
Jake's wearing a romper. And let's get right into the trade talks then. And then we have to do 2 more ads just to let you guys know because this is an impromptu episode and they bought the spots.
Business.
Man,
Let it out.
I don't want it to be a poor reflection of Rizzo, who's a great player, good defense, brings balance, and like an overwhelmingly positive guy.
Great baseball player.
And great baseball player. I don't want like the disappointment or the sense
Right.
of like whatever we're feeling, the sourness, be directed towards him because he's a good asset. And if it was void at first, Rizzo is an improvement because he can play on both sides of the ball and brings balance to the lineup. It's just a huge disappointment that the Yankees had clear areas where they needed to get better, and the market had clear top 1 and 2, even 3 options in some positions.
Yeah.
And the Yankees didn't get the 1, 2, or 3 in either. Like Rizzo's the clear 3. Kiner Fluff was like the 4 or 5.
Yeah.
And the Yankees didn't, in either avenue, be the Yankees and go get the top 1 or 2 option. So that's where it's like, And then obviously, next bullet point, we're bullet point pod now.
Right. Bullies.
There is a big trade coming.
Right. So, Jim, that was great. And
Thanks, Jake.
I think you're right. And the mood in here, we have Joe's McFly is here as well, as long as Justin Shackle with King BBD over there. The mood is morose. It's not the mood is not excited.
Yeah.
Like nobody's sad. Nobody's angry. Like the contract itself is kind of fine. It's just the fact that we had envisioned this Yankee team changing a lot. And by the way, it kind of is going to. Like, if you do it from the trade deadline last year and you have Gallo, Rizzo, which, we've already kind of factored them in a way. Josh Donaldson now, Kiner Faletti, like, this team is going to be very new. Unfortunately, like you're saying,
I know what happened.
there were free agents. There were elite shortstops that we could have signed and not traded anything for. There was Fred Freeman is still a free agent. Matt Olson got traded. It was a package, but they just extended him. Like, they got Matt Olson for 8 years of Matt Olson. There were options out there at these positions that would have allowed the Yankees to take different routes and potentially use these assets to maybe address catcher or center field, like there had been some rumors around pitching. But here we are. By the way, crazy Yankee fan, before I kick it back to you, like, I'm talking myself into things, which is good. Like, there's some balance in the lineup, and, like, if these guys are all good, they are good,
That's always huge.
That's huge.
I just figured out what happened. Do the DraftKings ad read, and then I will tell everyone.
You know what happened?
Yeah, I know what happened.
Would you place a bet on it?
No, because it's conjecture and opinion. But I know.
You got a laugh from BBD, a nice smile from Shackle, and Joe's with a very confused face. And I would tell those guys that college basketball,
Yeah.
the big tournament starts. Is it like did it start tonight, like the play-in games and stuff?
No.
I've never been this disconnected from the NCAA tournament, so I'm going to go to the DraftKings app and lay some cheese. If you see a winner, you could bet $5 on any team and win $200 in free bets. It's that simple. If they win, you win. Go find a 16 playing a 1. Like, literally do that and get $200.
So the Yankees were always getting old.
They've got pools. Download the DraftKings Sportsbook app now and use promo code JOHNBOY. Bet $5 on any college hoops team to win and get $200 in free bets if they do. If they win, you win. Promo code JOHNBOY this week at the DraftKings Sportsbook. 21 plus restrictions apply. See the show notes for details. Jim, you were saying?
That I think the Yankees just went back and they're trying to get like in Hal's head.
They're trying to get in Hal's head.
In George's head.
Okay.
They're just like, we need veterans.
Yeah.
We need leaders on this team.
Yeah.
We need guys that have done it. We've had too many rookies that haven't done it. So they just went and they got Donaldson and Rizzo.
Rizzo's won it, and he's a leader.
Yeah, Donaldson's an MVP, and he brings the fire, which they admitted that he brings an edge, which
they need.
They got older.
Yes.
And slower.
Yeah.
And that's just a really interesting thing about
getting younger and more athletic.
Which is what they said they were going to try to do.
Yeah.
They said they were going to try and close the gap between them and the other AL East teams. Shackle just showed us the tweet. I believe the gap is a little wider with some of the moves that have been made in division or has stayed the same.
Like if Frederick...
But the trade is going to happen. If Freddie Freeman signs with the Blue Jays or the Red Sox, I am going to be pissed. And Joe's was saying that maybe there's a number where we're like, we understand, but no, there's no number if he signs in division.
Right. Like Freddie Freeman, and I still think the leader in the clubhouse is the Dodgers, and I think it's going to be big money, like probably closer to 6 years, 200 than anything. Whatever. We're Yankees fans. People don't like talking about money on different ends of the spectrum. If Freddie lands on the Blue Jays or the Red Sox, this house will go sadder than it was after the original trade. Because the original trade was just confusion and sadness about like Gary and Gio, two guys that were liked in this building. And kind of, we thought, turning down the shortstop position. Gary gone. What's going on at catcher? There still has to be more moves. We knew this was coming. I joked on today's Talking Yanks that we'd be
You're
back
always
here.
joking.
Okay, dude. Joe's laughed. I'm always joking. I'm always joking.
You're a jokester.
I said we'd be back on the mic in 4 hours because they signed Rizzo. And what happened? We're back on the mics.
They knew it. I think they read that he's going to the Dodgers, and they thought that there's no way they could lose Freeman to the Dodgers and then lose Rizzo, so they just locked Rizzo up right away. Which we did kind of hear some mumblings that the Red Sox were in on Rizzo, or were like about to be.
I guess that's the thing that's even more frustrating, though, because if that's how the decision got made, think of everything we just talked about the available options. So you let it get to the point where you guys took a cheaper deal on Rizzo because you're scared to get outbid on other options, like. And again, like first base of all the problems on the Yankees wasn't high up there. Like between DJ and Voit, if everything else got sorted out, think about how many convos we had. If shortstop got figured out, if there was
why wouldn't they have
action in
traded
center field.
Voit before this? They've had to be trying. What a shitty spot for Voit to be in, who's done nothing but hit when he's healthy. But, like, Voit, no team is going to, like, okay, yeah, we're getting rid of him anyway. They're not going to overbid for him.
And they're going to look at free agency and see what they can get there. I mean, there still is a value equation for Luke Voit. I want to say his contract number this year is
$7 million.
I was going 5 or 7. I feel like it's an odd number, right?
BBD says 6.5, which means I probably win.
That ends in an odd number, so I think we'll both take.
I think we should both take credit on there.
Just like we both beat Amir Garrett in ping pong.
5-2-5.
You didn't beat Amir Garrett.
5-2-5. I will take.
You win.
All of the points.
But you didn't beat Amir.
There is still value for. You looked at Luke Voigt's career numbers and recent numbers. And
really good.
Like impressed. Like Luke Voit has hit at the major league level kind of consistently at this point. That there will be a team that needs a DH that for $5 million. Luke Voit can be a massive win for them. The question is, what do the Yankees get in return? Like, is it a bullpen guy? It's not a starting pitcher. I don't think you'd like the starting pitcher you get in return unless there was like a salary dump aspect to
Castillo.
it. Could you get a catcher? Maybe, but it's not going to be somebody you love.
Oh, a catcher for Voit straight up?
It's not insane. The other thing looming that we said a lot last time is that Gleyber Torres right now, for second base and first base, we have 4 guys. Rizzo, Voit, DJ, and Gleyber. We have 4 guys for 2 spots.
And if Hicks is in center, Gallo and Judge are in the corners, Stan's DHing, one of DJ, Gleyber, Falefa is a bench guy. And it
2.
seems very much like they're going more to their station-by-station defense now. Like, Rizzo's going to play first.
Right.
JD's going to play third.
Yes.
Kiner Falefa's going to play short.
We believe.
Someone's playing second. So it's not the carousel that they had before.
And it's DJ.
Like, DJ can spell everyone, but you didn't give him this big 100, whatever it was, to be a super
DJ's not
platoon.
going to be a utility player.
They're going to trade Gleyber. Or
Think about what we just said. These Yankees are different. Like, the Yankees just signed Anthony Rizzo because they think they're getting
do they have
out.
a Gold Glover in every spot in the infield then if Glaber's out? I know Connor Fluff didn't
Connor's
win
a
it
short.
at
Yeah.
short, but
All of
each
them have one.
JD
member
has one.
will have a
Has to.
gold patch on their glove.
Yeah.
If it's does Donaldson
I don't
not
know
have
if
one?
Donaldson has one. He's really good.
Might not have gold, but he has a good defensive reputation
No
over
gold
his
glove.
career.
No gold glove.
No gold
Chump.
MVP.
Only one in the hole. So we got a Gold Glover at third playing short.
We don't say stuff like that.
We're not doing that again.
We're not doing that again. Maybe we should bring up some more highlights at the end of this, though.
Talkin Yanks Twitter put out a ton of highlights of them.
Okay.
Balance the lineup. Hicks won't be at the top. It'll be.
Did this morning.
Did Rizzo lead off at all when he was with the Yankees? He did a couple times.
I think
right?
once or twice. Yeah, definitely. I will say I think the Yankees dream situation right now is DJ being DJ and leading off, looking good. Rizzo hitting second, playing first base. Big Aaron Judge hitting third. Stanton hitting fourth. Then I think you'd break it up with Gallo hitting fifth. And then you're at Donaldson, And then I feel like there's another. Oh, and then it's
Awesome.
7-hole Hicks.
No, not breaking news. Only once in the regular season, which I would have hit the over on that. A lot of 2-hole, and then in the wild card game, that was their trick.
Them Pesky. He did hit like ropes that game. They had Evaldi's tell.
Tipping.
Um,
There's 7 guys with balance in the Yankees lineup that can have a very nice 2022 season. Each of them have their own risks and perils.
Who's the backup shortstop? Peraza?
Right now it's Peraza.
So Peraza,
Peraza, then the other
And this
Peraza.
the catch up.
Whoever's not catching.
Yeah, the catch up.
Okay.
You're
doing bench right now?
Tilo.
Potentially Tilo. Right now, in this situation, Gleyber Torres is on the bench.
Gleyber
Torres can't be on the bench.
The
Gleyber
Fangraphs
Torres
roster
on the bench.
resource bench is Higgy, Voit, DJ LaCastro. If
Voit.
that does anything for you.
But Voit cannot stay.
I wouldn't expect it.
That'd be ruder.
Voit would be, and we did see them implement this last year. They do like pinch hitting Luke Voit.
Which is
And his numbers
Stop
were
it.
good.
Not you, the Yankees. You can't do that.
Right.
Go trade him. We need a catcher, and we need a starter.
Gleyber Torres should be on the move.
What a funky lineup, dude. You said like the lineup is going to feel foreign. It's like, and maybe you said this, or maybe it's 100% original thought by me. Feels like a video game, like MLB The Show,
God.
where like you walk in and your friend's playing, and you're like,
said that.
"You got Gallo,
I
and
said that
Donaldson
on
on
the
the Yankees,"
podcast.
and then the guy's like,
I said that.
"I got Rizzo and Falefa too."
That was me.
No, I
That was me.
don't know.
That was on this.
I'm not sure, but that's what it feels like. Just a hodgepodge.
Rizzo.
Yeah.
Hey,
Can I?
we still
I got
don't know
excited.
who's behind the
I got
dish.
really excited.
We still don't know who's behind the dish.
I got really excited.
Kiner Falefa, Donaldson,
I got really excited.
Gallo. Yeah.
I saw JD throwing a ball
Yeah.
to Rizzo and him scooping it, and us and then the fan base all kind of sitting back in our chair and being like, "Okay,
Okay.
all right." I got excited.
Early.
That was a premonition.
Oh,
That
first
might
premonition
happen
of the year.
opening day.
Yeah, I will. Early positives. There are 7 guys in the Yankees lineup that can have good 2022 seasons with some lefty-righty balance, which is different. The also good news, there should be more moves being made. Whether it's catcher, whether it's another outfielder, whether it's pitching, there's another move to be made.
40-man full? Wasn't it already?
It
getting
was,
full?
and everyone collectively forgot they can add Britton to the 60 to
60.
clear the one spot, but now I think we're back to needing to clear one
Okay.
soon. I think spring training is when you can start putting them on because they put Britton on.
Right.
They did it.
There's another move to be made. My guess would be a catcher with some pitching help. There were some quotes about Judge playing center today, and Judge did look good in center. So if that's the backup plan for Hicks,
None of
and
the
getting something at
quotes
the
you're
deadline,
hearing are real. Nothing.
Judge didn't play a good center field last year. That's
None
what
of
I'm
the
saying.
quotes.
Yeah. Right. But would you guys be shocked if Aaron Judge was the backup center fielder this year?
Yeah,
Okay.
because that was like a big issue last
I'm
year.
shocked
and how
that
do you
it's.
not
I'm
tackle
shocked
that?
that it's the plan. If it's the
Yeah,
plan.
if someone
If
gets
you stumble
hurt,
into that,
if the one or two get hurt and then Judge becomes the backup, not shocked. If Judge opens the season as the backup center fielder, yes, shocked and disappointed
Well,
because like
buckle up.
Tilo is going to be there
So that counts?
if he's on the
Because that's not
20
the real backup center
if he's on the
fielder.
26.
I'm
man.
talking about like a playoff game. Like if Hicks was hurt, they wouldn't start Tilo, they'd move in Judge.
Yes, but Dude, why don't they address the needs they said they were going to address?
They still might. The two dream trades are still kind of out there.
Who?
Jimmy, before I tell you the two dream trades, can I tell you about shaving around your testicles?
Sure.
I use Manscaped. You use Manscaped. There's 3 guys in the room. Oh, Joe's McFly making a mannerism like he uses Manscaped. 3 of the 4 guys have worn Manscaped boxers this week.
Wearing them right now.
Jimmy's wearing them right now. Joe's, have you Manscaped boxers yet? He says, yes, 4 for 4. Guys, we want the Yankees to be taken care of. You should also want your balls to be taken care of. And with code YANKS20, you get 20% off plus free shipping at manscaped.com. 20% and free shipping with the code YANKS20 at manscaped.com. It's time to get wet and clean with your new Manscaped shower routine. Kinda rhymed. Lawnmower 4.0. Reduces the risk of ingrown hairs. That's great. That's really good because those aren't good. Yanks20, manscaped.com. Shave it.
Shave it. Gardy comes back.
Gardy's coming back. He's a backup center fielder. The Oakland trade, where they get Sean Murphy, the catcher, and Sean Manaea, maybe the Shawns. We could talk ourselves into Shawns. The other trade on the table would be Carson Kelly and Ketel Marte from the Snakes, the Diamondbacks. That's something that
you're not doing those trades for like Voit and Glaber.
Glaber and prospects.
Yeah.
Glaber and prospects gets you there.
Yeah, I don't know. Man, dude, I need games to start so I can like be blinded by watching. Like, remember when we were at spring training and Tulo hit that home run and the crowd went crazy and it was like his first at bat?
Right.
And we were sitting there and we were like, oh, maybe Tulo's good.
Yeah.
And then it faded like real quick after that. And by the
No, like if Joey Gallo hits a homer on opening day, we can be like, Joey Gallo could hit 50.
Like first day
Joey Gallo could hit 50.
First day of spring, I need like JD to go deep and Rizzo to make a scoop and Gallo to hit like a ground ball to the left field wall. And I'll be full of belief.
If Rizzo hit the right field foul pole with a home run on opening day, I would be telling myself he's going to have a 900 OPS.
Spring training opening day or
either. Doesn't really matter to me.
I need to start seeing games. There was a lot of opportunities to be the Yankees and get a lot better, and they chose the third and fourth option at both positions.
So how much payroll have we added? We added $10 million in the Twins trade, right? Because Gary and Gio's came off.
But they were 14. Donaldson's 21, and
it was like 3. So it was like $10 million.
10, 12, whatever.
10, 12. Rizzo is 16. So let's even be safer. We'll call it 27. We'll call it 30.
Round up.
In our heads, the Yankees had it was 80 to get to the safe
I think
CBA zone.
I think it was like 40, 45 to get to.
Oh, so it's done.
To get to that tier.
These are the Yankees.
They're not adding anymore?
I don't know, man. I don't know. There's not much of a reason to believe they can. They can. They can, but will they? Joe's, come on.
Come on, Joe's.
It's the part of the show where Joe's comes on.
So
he has really well. Do we need to share a mic? Probably,
yeah, a
right?
little bit.
Okay.
Oh. Sorry. Hi. Every single time that the Yankees say that somebody's out of position, they immediately replace that person. They said Judge is going to be center field.
Wow, there you go. Gio was going to be the starting third baseman. Replaced. Voit starting shortstop. Replaced. Voigt's the starting first baseman. Replaced.
Tomorrow
Judge
ask about
is the backup
base.
center fielder plan. Tomorrow, replaced. Gardy.
They said the catcher too. They said we're going.
They said they're going to catcher replaced. Okay, so Gardy gets announced tomorrow. We won't do a show for that.
Do something. We'll show you this video we have of Joe's with a dolphin.
Gardy's
There
there.
is no video.
Gardy's there.
Gardy's in.
He's just
Tampa.
wearing a wig in the outfield.
I think that there's like legitimately been tweet that he's like in Tampa. That's like
Of course he's in Tampa. And he's got a piano on his back.
How much money have they added? What was the number? Again?
Jake just tried to do so much math. I was lost.
We rounded up to 30. We think it's 27, 28.
I need to see what the payroll is right now so that I can feel a certain way. The total payroll, the expected one.
backyard Brad to the Rangers if you're interested.
So close.
Do you, Joe's?
Look
Do
how
you
close he talks.
you think there's a trade coming?
I think that there has to be a trade coming. There's no free agent unless you're gonna go Gardner for center field. But it doesn't seem. That means Cashman lied to me. He told me he's gonna get younger, and more athletic. Haven't done that.
They bring Gardy back. They're just so much older, dude.
Team's gotten older, actually.
Shit, man.
And if you trade Glaber, you're even older. What's happening?
That's what Glaber's got.
This is too close.
They got better at shortstop
They've gotten better at shortstop
defensively.
defensively.
And
for
they've
sure.
gotten better at catcher defensively.
Gotten better at catcher defense.
But top
They're-
5 offense to bottom 5 offense.
At
Catcher.
catcher,
A catcher, yeah.
even for shorts, Glaber wasn't good, but
Based on potential, realistic ceilings,
Is
they
there-
went from middle of the pack to top third of the league
Jimmy,
to bottom third.
I half brainwashed you today. Do we think they can be in the market for another regular outfielder?
No.
No, because Gardy's back.
I don't understand. Yeah, Jake thinks they might get another corner outfielder. That would only be if they traded Gallo.
You don't think that they're going to try to trade for a center fielder?
No. Well, I don't know. But Jake thinks they're going to get a corner outfielder.
Why do you think a corner?
Why aren't the Yankees making a splash in free agency?
Yes. Thank you. That's true. That's actually the question.
Why aren't the New York Yankees, with a raised CBA that stayed under it last year, not making a splash in free agency where you don't have to give up prospects? You don't have to give up anything. You have to give up a little
Money. You gotta give that up. So, but I don't understand if now I think we thought about it. They almost had like almost $80 million of space before they actually get to that second threshold.
It 40 million was the number to get to that second threshold.
Okay, well,
Ish. 40,
40
45, something like that.
now the money that's been added is scaring me. If it's $40 million,
I just did there a second ago.
They're out of money.
And I just said, we're back. We're back. Gardy's back. We're running back the same team. A little Donaldson, Falefa. Bing bong.
it's gonna be the same team.
It's going to be the same team. It's the same team, man.
Our hope was that they weren't
They-
the same
they-
team.
They upgraded at defense,
Gardner's coming back.
at short. They upgraded defense at short.
The total defensive.
Who started the wild card game at short?
Did Squid start?
He was decent at defense.
You're not gonna add another starting pitcher.
Who started the wild game at catcher?
Higgy.
Why did we take on Donaldson?
So that we have the wild card roster. We have the wild card roster. They lost. Did Glaber start the wild card game?
I think. Oh, yeah, because DJ was out.
Okay.
And otherwise, it would have been Gio short, DJ third.
Just
Because
realizing
Glaber was kind of rolling, playing good second.
I'm I'm going to be
I
positive.
mean,
because
Connor
it's-
Fluff is better at defense, but Squid was fine at defense in the wild card. Higgy started the wild card
Our
game.
current team defense is good. Our pitching was pretty good last year. The hitting was the problem, and it really hasn't changed much.
Severino's going to be better.
It might have gotten worse.
Maybe Severino will be better.
They have more veterans. No, it's the same team, guys. Different guys. It's very similar. Like Glaber wasn't the shortstop last year. It was guys that could play shortstop.
Okay.
And we have guys that can play shortstop now. But he's worse at hitter.
Who's got speed on the team?
No one.
No.
Falefa and Glaber at the same speed.
I think Connor Falefa is in a different tier than Glaber as far as pure speed.
Well, stolen bases, like Glaber grabbed 14 last year and missed a lot of time, and Connor Falefa grabbed 20.
There's like
to be
first and
fair to
third
IKF,
stuff.
we haven't watched him play. I don't know if Texas stole a lot.
What's Glaber's sprint speed?
Baseball
I think
savant.
IKF was 75.
He's 75th roughly percentile. Glaber.
Glaber is?
Glaber's
That's IKF. Glaber.
Glaber's got to be middle. If
I mean, Dan's whole thing on Twitter is he's the slowest 24-year-old you've ever seen. 50.
Okay.
I mean, Catal Marte would drastically change this team's outlook.
The infield is much better than last year, someone said. It's not.
Well, defense.
Total
to start the
defense.
year, yes.
Well, who cares about
Sure.
starting the year?
We're in the wild card game because of the way we started.
yeah, like your team feels that.
Rizzo was on the team last year.
Like we had.
Let's talk about the September,
final
October,
team.
like the August, September Yankees. It's Glaber wasn't that short anymore.
Gio had been at short a lot. Gio had
Yeah.
been at short a lot. So we were in a playoff game. So to that point, we were in a playoff game where Squid was playing at shortstop.
But Gio's
where
good
he shouldn't
defensively.
have been.
He's
Right,
similar to
shortstop.
Connor Falefa.
I mean, they're playing in. Gio's either playing out of position or Squid's playing in a game that he shouldn't be playing in. So, in that aspect, like the defense wasn't ready to go for the Yanks. We weren't like jazzed up. We were nervous that Squid was going to be like poop his pants.
I'm just saying that once Glaber moved off short, we didn't have a problem at short.
I think the Yankees' biggest problem also was offense. And Donaldson, 14 homers out of Gio, as much as we love him, Donaldson would have made a bigger impact offensively than what, if you, for example, switched them or flip-flopped them or whatever it is, there's a lot of games that the Yankees probably won because there were many unders last year. Many unders.
A lot.
Unfortunately. Yes, a lot. So Donaldson makes the difference there. And kind of Falefa, maybe the Yankees win the division with, having those two instead of the two that we gave up.
I'd like it. I'm a root for it.
There's
I
a-
need spring training games to start so I
Yeah.
can start brainwashing myself.
Like there's a world where the guys who all disappointed last year bounce back to at least closer to what we thought they'd be last season.
Like we've gotten pretty far away from Anthony Rizzo in this conversation because we've kind of gone on to what's next. Anthony Rizzo hit an odd amount of foul ball home runs.
Yeah,
if,
and
if two of those clipped the pole, we'd look at Rizzo's stats like
he
812 OPS.
he
like,
talked about that on the compound with Ian Happ.
It's like a known thing.
He
That's
said
not just
like
us on the
it
couch.
just looked so pretty. I just had to aim at it. It looked so close. So maybe he's got to change his stance a little or something.
And he's a very good defender. Like he was solid. He had a couple weird moments with the Yankees, but Anthony Rizzo,
We only saw 50-something
platinum
games.
yeah, like we should hold the book. Like we could very much love Rizzo. A lot of people do love Rizzo. A lot of it's because he's Italian, which again, like I don't know, like whatever.
I like
Play good
Rizzo.
baseball. We like Rizzo.
no problem
and
with
we
Rizzo.
can love Donaldson.
The Yankees just had the opportunity to get way better, and they chose to get slightly better. That's the upsetting part. They had the
chose to be
opportunity to
more
get
or less the
so
same.
much better when they had to be in the wild card and admitted the East got better than them. And they had a chance to get so much better.
This is
They went under the salary tax last year,
Mhm.
so they could spend this year. And it got raised. and they had a chance to get so much better, and they just settled to get slightly better. That's the upsetting part. The team might be good.
Hopefully we add more, but maybe Cashman is banking on. We're gonna have a full season of Josh Donaldson, a full season of Kiner Falefa, defensively at short. We're gonna have a full season of Rizzo, a full season of Gallo, and Glaber going to be at short, so he doesn't have to worry. I mean, second base, so he doesn't have to worry about anything else. And those things will take us to win the division.
DJ.
And DJ, now we can be able to rotate him around. You know, we can be able to keep JD healthy. We can, move around. I don't know what the hell they want.
100 mil super util.
I'm trying to make sense of this. Please let me talk myself into this.
Glaber's probably on the move. 100 mil super util. The only problem is the two teams that are trading they don't want ARB guys. The A's and the Reds, if you talk about Castillo or Manaea, they don't want ARB guys. Voit and Glaber do nothing for them.
Their number one goal is cutting payroll. Yeah.
You could also take payroll back. Like, is Elvis Andrus still on Oakland? Like, there's ways to make that good for those teams.
Yeah, interesting.
That's
they
not
probably have
all,
other guys to shed.
And if that's how the Yankees would spend some of their money, that would be fine, because that's like making a move in free agency, which we thought they would do, and they have.
They just did.
If we're gonna do that,
they
why
did
didn't
that
we just
tonight.
Call up the Reds and they just say, like how Shackle was saying, go ahead and give me. I'll take on Votto. I'll take on Votto, and you guys, also let's figure something out prospect-wise to make it make sense so that we could also get Castillo in there. I don't know. They could have made more sense there. If you're going to go into this taking money thing, that's what I'm kind of thinking about. D-backs want to shed some salary.
Sure.
Who's making money there?
Mad bum.
No.
I think that's all we got. There's gonna be more to come, and we'll hop back on then. I don't know. I feel bad for Rizzo, but it's more just like.
We're supposed to fly out Thursday.
He'll have a big year. I think he'll have a big year.
Rizzo can be really good.
Yeah.
Likable guy, leader. Yes. Like, the Rizzo signing is not a bad thing. No. We've just been
unless Freeman goes to Boston or Blue Jays.
If they had signed Story and then we signed Rizzo, we'd all be here fist pumping like, let's go.
Yeah, he's a great complimentary piece.
So, all right, we're in on Rizzo. Do you think we'll have to hop on the Talkin Yanks mics again before we have to leave?
We'll probably do something while we're flying back on Thursday.
Okay.
Yes.
I mean, games start soon.
Thursday. Listen, today we go to Dodgers camp.
Yeah.
Today we look at the White Sox. They look so vibrant. They look so energetic. The team looks – I haven't seen the Yankees up close, so I can't really say that. But I don't know. They feel young. Trey Turner walks up to us, and he looks like this guy can get after it right now, And I looked at – I sent you guys a message of where the salaries are. And it's not that the Yankees don't spend money. It's the asset allocation, where the money's going. And it's like all these older players, bro, over 30, and it's like we're spending so much money on those guys. Yankees aren't cheap. It's just
they're old.
Again.
They got older.
The baby bomber time is like.
Who's an old catcher? Who's an old catcher?
How old's Ramos?
An old catcher would be Wilson Ramos, who's a free agent.
How old's he?
34.
Okay.
Here he comes.
Fit in. There's another good old catcher.
Guardy's going to bring the average age up.
Oh.
Let's get the average age to 34.
Maybe they'll just get Buster Posey to come out of retirement.
Let's rival the 2013 Yankees.
Does Cashman send a text to Buster Posey?
No.
Buster Posey.
Does he send Buster Posey the video of Joe's and the Dolphin?
Yes.
No. There is no video. What are you talking about?
I saw some pictures, and then I just moved them fast across my face. Looked like a video.
I wasn't doing anything. This is a lie. This is a dream of Jimmy's. He wants dolphin sex on land.
What? You did what?
That's what he wants.
What are you talking about?
Talking about the Yankees.
You're the only one to say that dolphin sex phrase on the show today. You brought it up first.
These guys have been dying to talk about this. Go watch Weekly Dumb.
Yes, good plug for Weekly Dumb. Go check it out.
Good plug. For
Good plug. Said the
any
dolphin
other
fucker.
any other thing we need to get out?
That's all. Go Yanks. Tell them Grams.
Go Yankees.
BBD.